here!
Hey guys, this is Catastrophic and I'm bringing you another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 video. This one is a capture the flag on Skidrow. And today I am playing with the RPD with the grip. My perks are set up as Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. My kill streaks are set up as Harrier Strike, Pavlo, and the AC-130. So a lot of you probably do not know me. I am a fairly new YouTube commentator. I just recently got my HD PVR about a month ago or so. I've been making videos ever since. I wanted to take the time during the host migration to say thank you to Jahazy for allowing me to post this on his channel. It's a great opportunity for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. So moving on. If you ever look at my videos, I tend to use unconventional setups, whether it's an unpopular gun or it's an odd choice for the map, things like that. So for this smaller map, I thought it would be interesting to play with a light machine gun. You usually see a lot of people playing with the assault rifles or the submachine guns on a smaller map like this. But who wants to be like everybody else, right? So I'm playing with the RPD, and the way that the light machine guns work in this game, they're a little bit different from the other guns in that they don't have a distance drop off, or a distance where the damage drops off. Other guns, they have an ideal range where they'll do maximum damage, and if you're outside that range, you know, the damage kind of drops off a little bit. As an example, a gun like the Scar does 40 damage from short to medium range, and in long range it drops down to 30 damage. So it effectively takes, you know, one more bullet to kill. But the light machine guns don't have that problem. They're kind of like sniper rifles in that the damage is constant, whether it's, you know, 5 feet away or 100 feet away. So that really lends itself well to medium to long range encounters, because at that point you tend to be the most powerful gun out there, with the exception of the sniper rifles. The LMGs can be a little bit hard to wield. They are slower than any other gun. Not only do you move slower, you also pick up the sights slower, and you know, you don't turn quite as fast either. So these are all disadvantages while using the LMG, but that doesn't mean that, you know, it's a bad class to use. You just have to be aware of its strengths and weaknesses. So with that being said, I try not to, you know, jump right into the fray of things. I want to keep the encounters at least medium range, and it's a little difficult to do sometimes on this map. But what you're gonna see is that I try to, you know, pick long hallways, you know, find the good vantage points that really play to the strengths of my class, which is important for, you know, whether you're playing a submachine gun or assault rifle. You always want to be aware of, you know, what your class excels in and what it's weak against. And if you're, you know, if you're able to counter the weaknesses and at least be prepared for that, while taking advantage of the strengths of your gun, you'll be able to find success with pretty much any setup. So this game starts off a little bit slow. I was playing really defensively at first because on a map like this you tend to have a lot of people rush. My team is doing a pretty good job of trapping them in their spawn, so I end up moving up. I get my Harrier Strike, and I'm going to place it right at their base, and I'm going to double back to help escort our flag carrier. And in doing so, I managed to pick off the people that are chasing after him. So they get my Pavlo. I don't necessarily want to call it in just yet, because if you look at the time left in the round's about to come to an end soon. And here, I take a calculated risk in that, you know, there's no guarantee I'll get my AC 130. But I'm confident enough that I can pick off 2 more guys with my gun to get my AC 130 before dying. So there I get the 11th kill, and I pick up this guy as well. And the round's just about coming to an end. So right now we're leading 2-0, doing pretty well. I'm at 12-1. You're gonna see here, the enemy team calls in a predator missile, so I kind of just run as quickly away as possible. In capture the flag, you don't have any of those wait timers. You can call in your kill streaks right away. And I actually sped up the AC 130 clip because it is probably the worst AC 130 performance you guys will have ever seen. I only managed to kill 2 people with the AC 130. Just really just sad. But I call in my Pavlo, and I'm hoping my Pavlo can get me a few more kills. But for the most part, the majority of this game is really just me. So here I'm moving up. They're a little bit more aggressive than they were the game before, and I think they realized that, you know, they're not going to win any games just staying in their spawn. They need to make attempts at our flag, which is great for me because I benefit from it. So I'm gonna move between these 2 vantage points. Like I said, I always try to keep my encounters as far away from me as possible. It keeps me safer, and it really allows me to use my RPD the way it was designed to be used. So I'm just gonna fluctuate between these 2 points, and in both points I'm kind of looking down a long hallway. So the RPD, I'm using stopping power with this gun. It effectively turns it into a 2-bullet kill, which is pretty fast. RPD can mow people down. It can be a little inaccurate at times, so at further ranges you'll see me burst fire a little bit more, and there I died to a rocket launcher. There's really nothing you can do about that. You know, you just try to play it safe and make sure you get your kill streaks up, because that's really, you know, in most games where you're gonna get the most kills from. And there I actually I checked my corner, but I didn't see that guy standing there, so I was caught by surprise, and that was my last death of the game. But that's fine. You can't win them all, and you're gonna die in this game. And depending on, you know, how well you read the opponents, how well you read the map, things like that, some games you'll die more than others. I've had plenty of games where I die a lot. So right now I'm actually moving back, and I'm actually gonna keep more focus on this left side here, because I've noticed right before the counter UAV went up, I saw that there was I think 3 red dots over on this left side. So I'm gonna move my attention over here, but I'm still occasionally gonna check my right side because I don't want to be flanked. Always being aware of your surroundings it's key to doing well. So once the UAV came back up, I kind of saw where my team was, you know, what directions they're holding, and I instantly moved over to cover my right side, and there was an enemy right there. So in general, I mean, you always want to make sure that every entrance or route to your base is covered. On a lot of maps you'll have at least 2 or 3 routes, and if you're playing a good balanced game, you preferably want to have about half your team defending and half your team attacking. And since I'm choosing to play with RPD this game, I am naturally defending. But the game's actually coming to an end. I kind of rush over here because I wanted to get at least one more kill. And I get my Harrier strike, which I don't get to call in. It would have been nice to start up another streak, but the end score is 28-3. I realize that some people may not like defensive play,